What is up, YouTube? That's here, and today I'm super excited to be bringing you guys more Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl 6v6 Wi-Fi battles in-game, and we have two new additions. We have two new additions to our team. Today we're rocking the absolutely massive Salamence Dennis the Menace over here. We also have a super cool Choice Specs Rotom Wash with Trick. I've been waiting to use this thing for a while, so hopefully we get to use this today. Other than that, we're using some old favorites, using the Donphan, using the Garchomp, some little bit of Azelf and Blissey. I love these guys. These are some of my all-time favorite Pokemon, and I'm just super happy this format allows me to use them the way that I want to use them. I want to direct you guys to the question today, and that is, what do you think is the best pseudo dragon like legendary Pokemon, at least in the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl deck? So we have things like, Dragonite. I'll count T-Tar here. Maybe if you want to count Metagross, it's close enough to a dragon. You can count things like Flygon, Salamence, Garchomp. I do think Garchomp is the best, but since we're using both Garchomp and Salamence, we're rocking a little bit of the double dragon here. I figured I'd ask you guys what you guys think the best one is, maybe what your favorite one is. Leave a comment below letting me know. And without further ado, let's hop right into some games and see if we make some plays with some double dragon Salamence Garchomp. Here we go. Look at that. That's an amazing team. I'm going to take a picture. Take a picture. It'll last longer. Here we go. Get up the phone. Take that picture. Just so we can have something to reference in the team preview. Remember, all these are going to get set down to level 50. Let's see. We both have Salamence. Now, I've said it before. I'll say it again. Anytime that you have a Pokemon that you want to feature and they also have one as well, it's the biggest flex to lead with my Sally right back in their face. I'd really like to set rocks though, so I think I am going to try and get my rocks up early. And I'd like to save my Azelf, so I think I might lead with Donphan. And if they go Gyarados, I just hard switch into my Rotom. So I like this. I like this coverage here. So this covers me in case they want to do something weird. And I really like the Rotom set versus this team. Choice Specs Rotom just absolutely tears this team a new one in my opinion. We can take the Gliscor's Toxic Orb, and then we can Trick again. You can use Trick to take their Toxic Orb on the switch if they switch to lock on a Electric attack, and so they can't get poisoned. And then from there, what we can also do is go for like a Trick again to give the Toxic Orb to something else. This is gonna sound really weird. I actually think I'm gonna prioritize getting my rocks up here. If they have Taunt, they have Taunt. Like I can switch to Blissey, but I want my rocks, and I don't care if I have to eat a Shadow Ball. So I'm gonna go for my rocks. If you have Taunt, you have Taunt. Hypnosis. The blind Hypnosis. Not in my house. 60% of the time, not today. Oh my gosh, it's my lucky day. We're gonna go for a big EQ. I wonder if they're sashed. Hypnosis. Yo, 0 for 2? That's right. Every single person over these blind turn 1 Hypnosis. You deserve to take that L, my guy. You deserve that L. Straight up, everyone's been there. Where they fight the guy that just goes Hypnosis right off the bat. That guy would try to put my whole 6-mon team to sleep. And we stopped it. We stopped it dead in its tracks. There's a Gyarados just like we talked about. Gyarados, huge problem. But it takes rocks damage. So let's switch in our Rotom here. And Rotom's going to pin this Gyarados. I actually think I'm going to Trick. Because I want to take the Gliscor's. I want its Toxic Orb. And there's no reason for me to go for there's absolutely no reason for me to go for a Volt Switch there because we know they're going to bring the Gliscor, right? We know this. If anything, we could just Hydro Pump them. Let's see if they're going for a Waterfall or a Dragon Dance. If they're going for Dragon Dance, we'll see. We will see. Because Trick with them lock in the Dragon Dance if they want to go for a second one. Ice Beam! Yo, Special Gyarados, I ain't giving you a Choice Scarf. Sorry, I ain't giving you my Choice Specs. Holy moly. Let's see then. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. If they switch in Gliscor, that's fine. I don't think it's a big deal. I'll just switch in my Rotom. Or not Rotom, Donphan. We already have Rotom on the board. Lamau. Let's see that Gliscor. Let's see Gliscor. We're going to outspeed you, too. Good switch, then. That's smart play. Gliscor, though? Magmortar. This is going to do a lot. This is going to do a lot. Now, remember, there are rocks up, too, so you're taking that big damage. We're going to come in with Garchomp, I think. And I'm going to sub. I'm going to SD, and then Garchomp's going to win the game. Oh, wait, we just bring in Sally. Like I said, I wanted to use my Sally. The whole game is about using the Sally, right? What's their team got? They got Garchomp, Gyarados. Intimidate is a big problem. I don't think there's really a problem with Sally here, though. I like it. I like this Pokemon. If their Gyarados comes in, they take more rocks damage, and then we just win. So, big Sally. Absolutely massive Salamence out here. Double Dragon. Is that lefties? Not bad. Not bad lefties. So let's go. Let's DD, baby. If you switch it out, you guide rocks and you eventually come back in. Let's Dragon Dance. You want to switch in the Gyarados, it'll die to the Dragon Claw. So let's see what it has. Like, what's he going to hit me with? A Thunderbolt? Do I care? An Extra Sensory or a Psychic? Fire, Flamethrower? What you got, Chief? Psychic, good play. Hey, it's a good play. Okay. Now, this team doesn't have any priority moves other than potential Dragonite using E-Speed, which I respect. But I respect myself getting a second Dragon Dance off more. Ooh. Oh, Scoop! They knew! Yo, they knew I had it! I'll take those wins. I'll take those wins all the way to the bank. That guy was like, nope. Nopers. A big nope in chat. And, Salamence. Too strong. Too strong for them with the big Salamence. You'll love to see it. Holy level 100, Batman. Look at that OU team. I mean, it's a pretty OU looking team. Straptor's good. Toga's good. Snorlax, Manaphy, some good stuff. And it stops me from setting rocks early with my Donphan. So we have to bring a Donphan on Staraptor. So what we want to do is lead with a team that's pretty weak to Staraptor to make the Staraptor want to come in. While also like low-key checking Manaphy. So that means Blissey is probably going to be our lead. It's good versus Togekiss. It's good versus Manaphy. And if we want to bring in like anything else, we'll probably be alright. So I think Blissey is just a good lead here. Knowing what you want to do, like, I think it's always funny. People always say, how do you always win the team for you? How do you know what your opponents are going to do? And to them, I just have to say I'm just that good. No, I'm kidding. It's more so about what do I want to accomplish? In this situation, it's going to be setting up hazards like rocks. How do I bait my opponents into getting the correct mons that I want them on the board so I can switch in my rocks user safely? And then from there, after I have rocks, a lot of that team falls apart. So it's going to be a lot easier to get that Staraptor to come in if I have a Blissey on the board. And if they lead Staraptor, cool. I could have also led Rotom to accomplish this. They lead Staraptor, that's awesome. That's great. We take those all the way to the bank. We're just going to switch in Donphan. Doesn't matter to me if they pop close combat. Doesn't matter to me if they Brave Bird. You shouldn't even want a Brave Bird because you take so much recoil. But let's just switch in, and we're gonna switch in the Donphan here, get our rocks, and just be in a good spot. They could just U-turn here and then go out to Manaphy, but then I'll switch right back into my Blissey, and we get to scout if they're potentially orbed, which would be really good as well. If I were them and I was a competitive team, I'd probably be using a Scarf Staraptor as my lead. Close combat on the switch. It's great. So this would actually, after the defense drop, a heavy attack investment Donphan, if I did have one, would be able to KO with Ice Arch. So there's a high chance that a Manaphy switch is incoming, maybe even a Snorlax switch. Maybe even it wouldn't be a Togekiss switch. It'd either Manaphy or Snorlax. So I'm just going to get my rocks up here. And we're going to Stealth Rocks it. Rocks on rocks on rocks. Are you going to stay in? Are you going to switch? Show me that Manaphy. And if you're switching here and not U-turning, that tells me you might be choiced. You know, I'm treating this person as if they're a really, really good player because it looks like they have a good team and they're all level 100. They're all like OU ready. So I'm going to treat them with 1000% respect, and I'm going to try to correctly analyze all of their items. So the fact that I said they're withdrawing, it means they're probably choiced on that thing. There's the Lax. This is great. I think against a Lax, there's a high percent chance of Lax going for some sort of setup move. Yes, it could potentially yawn, but like Belly Drum, Curse, Amnesia are a lot more likely. I'm just going to use Roar here in this situation. I don't need to weave in anything else, and I'd much rather go for Roar here and punish a Belly Drum than like Earthquake Roar. So I don't want to automatically lose the Belly Drum. And again, I'm treating them like they're good. They're getting my full respect in this situation. So show me that Belly Drum. Giga. That's a good play from them. That's a good play. Punishes my Roar. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but like imagine if I Earthquaked, I would have got 2 ticks of leftovers out of that. So it's good stuff from them, and they don't have to deal with the recharge turn, so it's a really, really good play. But it takes away a little bit from the fact that me treating them like a good player, because like who runs Gigalax? It's fine. Manaphy comes in. Not the biggest deal here. That Snorlax is going to be a problem, though. I need to do a lot of damage to that, because Giga Impact Lax is going to be hard to deal with. But we're going to switch in the boy Blissey here. And I don't think the Lax was banded. I think the Lax might have been lefties. We'll be able to see soon. But next time we can just Earthquake it. So let's see what you got. Tail Glow? Surf. Just raw Surf. Hey, they didn't want to get... They want to get roared. They're playing me correctly. So let's see. They have Staraptor, Togekiss, Arcanine, Luxray, Staraptor. I'm just going to go for the Thunder. Remember, Thunder is a 70% accuracy move. We're using a Serene Grace Blissey, which turns our 30% chance to pair with Thunder into a whopping 60% chance. 60% chance to basically just win the game. Tail Glow in my face. In the face of my Blissey, you're tail glowing. What a beast you must be. Oh my goodness. If I have enough luck to hit with a 70% accuracy move, I have enough luck to pair with it too. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You know that right there? That. I'm talking about it right now. That's it. Let's go. I think we're in a good spot. We just got to hit one more. And we should be able to potentially outspeed it now as well. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Blissey better than Manaphy confirmed. Get grinded on. Yeah, you went for the tailgate. You're playing this game perfect so far. And again, you just come back out with your Straptor. I switch in my Domfan, and we're in the same spot as we were. But now your big sweeper that checked my dragons, it's gone. It's gone. It's done. So bye-bye. Maybe Arcanine here. Probably not. Might be Luxray here. Maybe not. I'd stay in versus Luxray, I think. And I would just start Ice Beaming it. Yeah, it's going to be Straptor again. Close combat potential. I'm just going to switch in the Domfan. Take that Rocks damage all the way to the bank. And then I'll Roar. And everything will take more. You got Togekiss, Arcanine, and Staraptor. So I'm in a good spot. Garchomp can't even hit that Togekiss somehow. That's fine. Let's see. Just go to the Domfan. I think it's an Arc. Actually, I'm going to go into Rotom here. I'm going to go into the Rotom. Because Rotom doesn't eat close combat as well, but it eats Brave Bird really well. And they might be Brave Birding to two-shot my Rotom here. Close combat. That's completely fine. Rotom can eat it. Rotom can technically eat this. I think I'm actually just going to Thunderbolt for my Specs Rotom, because like we pinned so many of their mons with this. Actually, I'm just going to Volt Switch. I think Volt Switch is fine. It'll KO from here, and it'll let me go out to something else that can repin. So I like that a lot. And if you want to switch in Togekiss, well, you're sad. So you didn't expect me to be faster than you, did you? That timid Rotom. It can be faster than Adamant Straptor. So that's awesome. I get to regain board pressure with this. I think a good mon to come in with is probably Azelf. Because Azelf's good versus Togekiss, and I'm kind of forcing their hand into wanting to go Togekiss here. You can also go with Snorlax, but from here I'll just U-turn, and then you'll waste your Giga Impact on something like Domfan or something. Or maybe I'll let you Giga Impact into my Garchomp, and then you're going to have to recharge so I can pick up the K with your Laxomp with an EQ. And then from there you send out Togekiss, and I go for the whole repin again, switch back to my Rotom, and basically just go Thunderbolt, Thunderbolt, Thunderbolt in your last few. And if you want to send the Luxray here, like this is totally fine. We're just going to two-shot you with Psychic. Two-shot with Psychic. He's Intimidated. You got 3 Intimidators on this team. And I'm not letting you intimidate my physical attackers. Not in my house. Psychic should be a 2-shot. It might be a 1-shot if we crit. So we're gonna go balls deep. Yeah, crit would have been a 1-shot. Crunch probably. Charge Beam, not in my house. That's not it. That ain't it, Chief. Got the special attack proc though. Congrats. 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 We have leftovers, Azelf? Am I not sashed? Just lefties, Azelf? I forgot I'm not sashed. I gotta put a sash back on this guy. Oh man, that could have been bad. If I go like my Azelf to try and use my sash and I'm just like, well now, lefties. Oh man, that looks so weird. I've never seen an Azelf use leftovers before. Hey man, it's a good item. So let's see, what are you gonna do? Togekiss, I'll Thunderbolt it. Arcanine, Psychic might KO after Rocks if you're really aggressive. Snorlax is the right play. I really want you to bring out Snorlax. Togekiss, it's fine. Thunderbolt might KO after Rocks. I'm thinking that it can. I still like Thunderbolt on this thing. It's just really good coverage. It's just good coverage. What can I say? It's free real estate. Let's go. Oh, Sash is up right now. Try attack. Remember, that used to be a stab move on Togekiss. It's not a normal type anymore. It's not a normal type. Alright, so you have Arcanine and Snorlax in this thing. So I'm going to U-turn. I'm going to bring my Arcanine, or bring out my Salamence clean up. Save this guy in the back. Saving it. It's 4th resisted damage. Azelf doesn't even care. You can bring in your Arcanine and intimidate me, but I think we're going to be alright. Coming to the big Salamence. The Salamenus. I should name this thing Dennis. Dennis the Salamenus. Big Life Orb D-Claw coming in hot. If you want to come with the Arcanine, you totally can. I'll just Dragon Dance in your face. Or I could just... I think Life Orb Dragon Claw might be able to take it out. Depends on if they're Intimidated or Flash Fire. We'll see. If they're Intimidated, it won't KO. Rocks, though. Rocks? Intimidate? Intimidate. Alright, so I'm going to Dragon Dance. Yo, a good player here, if they were a good player, they'd have Will-O-Wisp. Good player like Jolly Will-O-Wisp? Let's see it. Looks like they're not Jolly, at least. But do you have the Will-O-Wisp? What are you going to do? Play rough? You might play rough. You might get the play rough. That'd be sick. Play rough. Oh, good play. Salaman's dummy thick, though. Dummy thick. All right, can we KO Dragon Claw? Life Orb, neutral Dragon Claw. Right, we did do the +1, but remember we were intimidated, so it's at neutral. Oh my gosh, Salamence, the power of the Life Orb. That's like straight Life Orb value right now. That's making that Life Orb about the same strength as an Outrage would be. That's so much freaking damage. Just goes to show. Plays for days. Big Salamence. And you could totally go for a KO on me with a big Giga Impact here. The Giga Chad Impact. We almost got the KO there too. That's crazy. Flail. Oh my gosh, the big flail too. Good tech. Good tech. I appreciate some good flail tech. But you know what? We got the revenge KO. We got the boy in the back. Absolutely massive chomper out here. And you know, I was talking about the question today. What's your favorite like pseudo dragon? You know, Salamence is a pretty good one. But you know it's all about Garchomp out here. Garchomp sealing up the deal. Revenge for Salamence. That was a pretty good game. I treated that person like they were 100% good, and I think over the course of the match, they revealed to be not as like a high level. You know, we saw little things like, you know, the Flail Snorlax, the Charge Beam Luxray. So it looks like they weren't like as high level as maybe we gave them credit for. But you can see at the very start of that game, if you go back, like we treated every one of their leads, like when they led with Straptor, we tunneled them into one and get Straptor out. They led with Straptor, we switched out, and then when they switched, they did hard U-turn. That told me that either they're A, bad, right, or B, that they were locked into a move from a choice item, right? So being able to correctly analyze that stuff off the first two turns of the game to know what your opponent's items are is super, super important, and it's a skill you guys can use in your own games moving forward. All right, today's last game of the day. It's going to be going up against one of the viewers in my Discord. I just got a random DM. He said, hey man, I spent a really long time making my team, and I'd love to play you. And I said, you know what, I'm recording a video, so let's play. Let's take a picture of this team. Infernape, Gyarados, Togekiss. We fought a Manaphy earlier. I love seeing the Dawn fan. So we want to not lose the rocks. We have a couple big rocks weaknesses on this team. If I can preserve my Azelf, I can save it as a late game sweeper versus Gyarados, Togekiss, Infernape, and that Manaphy. So if I don't just lose my Azelf, I think I'm in a great spot. What do we want to lead with then? I'm fine with leading Rotom here. I think Rotom's a great lead here. We can just trick things. We can take the, what is it? If we use Trick turn 1, we can take the Donphan's lefties and give it a choice specs and make it so it can't use both like Roars, Stealth Rocks, and Rapid Spin. It has to basically pick which one every time it gets sent out. And it's just not going to be nearly as effective. So show me that. Show me that. Oh, I'm going to trick it. I'm going to trick it. This is going to be hilarious because I'm 90% sure he's either using a Flame Orb to get the Flare Boost ability or some sort of item to get like, let me think about this. Because like, I want to give it an item so it can't use Unburden. Yeah, let's think about it. Let's see. I'm just going to go for the trick. Because like, also like, if you switch into the Donphan, it's just like a win-win for me. Show me that Donphan switch. Oh, trick's up. I could have just one-shotted it. What if it's sashed? What are we taking? What do you got? Specs? Citrus, okay. Stockpile. And now he's stuck using stockpile, so that's value for me. That's value for me, and we got a citrus. Yo, I be taking these. So he's going to be locked into using that stockpile, which means I can just use whatever I feel like. I'm just going to go for the T-Bolt. I don't have to switch at all. If you want to switch in that Donphan, I have a Rotom. I'm in a good situation. Rotom's great versus this board, by the way. Let's go versus Gyarados, let's go versus Togekiss. We got the Deeps. You got the stockpile up. Yeah, you have to stockpile. Like, he can't... I wonder if he's going to try him, like, Baton Pass or something. It's not going to work. Because he has to stockpile right now. Because he's locked into it from Choice Spec, so I wonder if he knows. Right now, he's probably clicking to Baton Pass right now. I would Baton Pass too, but you're stuck. You got Choice Specs on. It's some pretty cool tech. And I've been waiting to show off this Rotom in a video for a little bit. But let's see. Yeah, then they're switching to the Donphan, but, like, I got the Hydro, bro. There's that Donphan. Good stuff. Good stuff, Donphan. Alright, so that Drifloon, whenever it comes back out, I do have to respect those specs. But it's time to Hydro these! And it's going to have Sturdy if I make my contact. He's going to get his rocks up here. You can then go for Roars and stuff like that. It's a little bit problematic. I'd like him to not break my Azelf Sash. Hydro. Oh, the switch. Who's switching in? Gyarados, maybe? Manaphy, that's fine. He's just scouting for Hydro Pump right now, which is a smart play, I would say. I'd love to still hit this. Yeah, that works for me. It's a lot of damage. I think Volt Switch might almost take this thing out. There's lefties there, too. I'm going to stay in. I'm going to go for T-Bolt here. I think Volt Switch wouldn't KO. Versus Thunderbolt probably could maybe almost KO. And we're going to almost outspeed this guy. Yeah, we outspeed it. We're full speed. Deeps! Manaphy down. And I didn't want to not KO. Manaphy was the big Pokemon that was the carry on their team. So now that Manaphy's gone, literally like Infernape. Like Infernape can fight my Rotom. Gyarados can't fight me. Togekiss can't fight me. Rotom is the perfect check. And again, I didn't know what their team was at all. This was just the team that I had in my box. You saw me using it for my videos already. Rotom seems like a pretty good check to what this is. But it looks like they tried to baton pass the stockpiles. I'm assuming that's what they were doing. That's all that you can really do with Drifblim. Let's see it. Let's see. Can I get the 6-0 with Rotom? It's possible. They have Drifblim. What is it? Donphan. Manaphy's down. Togekiss, Gyarados, and Infernape. So there's Togekiss. As long as I don't waste my Hydro Pumps. You know, I only have a couple of those. I'll be fine. And I have a Citrus Berry. Like, that's value right now. Can't Thunder Wave me either. Like, I'm in a good spot. Look at that Deeps. And Dazzling Gleam me, bro. Oh, the para. Sometimes lucky me. And the luck. Dazzling Gleam, good damage. Good thing got that Citrus. Big Citrus. Yo, I love to see that. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Thank you. And, yeah, just go for another one. I don't even need to Volt Switch out. You can bring in your Donphan if you want. I'll Hydro that thing down. Yep, cool. So that thing's within Rock's range too whenever I want to feel like it. I'd like to take that thing out so I can eventually win with Garchomp. Or at least I just set Rocks up or something. So I'm just going to go for a Hydro here. I wonder if they're going to hard switch out Donphan for Togekiss to fodder to make me waste a Hydro. Because I only have 4 of these, and I'd like to be able to use Hydro Pump on Infernape as well. And I'm going to have to use 2 of these dealing with this Donphan. Hydro. Yo, that's the big one that has to hit, though. Super important. Super important. There's that Sturdy, one of the best abilities in the game. And they're going to get their Rocks up here. And let's see. How do we deal with this? I mean, at this point, we just have to save a Hydro. Maybe they'll fire the Togekiss and send out something else and then switch back in and make me waste these. Oh, we hit the Hydro. Just kidding. All right. We're good to go. We're 3 for 3 with Hydro Pumps. Rotom, go to Vegas. Viva Las Rotom Vegas. And again, this guy's using a super competitive team from what we can see. Like, all the Mons have the right abilities, the right items. It's just that we have a better matchup with Rotom. It's basically all it comes down to. There's the Gyarados. Gyarados does not have Power Whip anymore. And this big T-Bolt's about to be hitting hard. Walk-in Berry. I still think even if you have a Walk-in, we might still get the KO. Because Gyarados' specialty is not nearly as good. And we outspeed everything. That's the power. People are not really ready for full speed Rotom yet. I don't think the meta's at the point in game to where a lot of people are respecting Rotom's speed tier of being an 88 speed Mon. It's a very, very good Mon. Very, very underrated. It also like outspeeds things that are like adamant that are around the base 100s. I don't think we outspeed this Infernape, but that'd be pretty sick, wouldn't it? That'd be sick. Battle was canceled, yeah. Well, we take those wins, but you can't say I didn't give them 100% of my respect, and I'm sure they'll get me next time. Speaking about next time, guys, thank you so much for playing, or thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you them for playing. Hez is his name. Thank you so much for playing, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out, and I'll see you guys next time.